അക്ഷരങ്ങൾ നമുക്കായി നൽകിയതും ഇനിയും നിറമായി വിടരും മനസ്സിൽ സൗഹൃദം പങ്കിടാം, ഓർമ്മകൾ നിറയുവാൻ ഒരു ദിനം വരികയായി, ഒരു ദിനം വരികയായി, ഒരു ദിനം വരികയായി.
Welcome to CMS College Higher Secondary School. The history of the CMS College Higher Secondary School begins from 1817. The school, which started functioning as a grammar school in 1817, grew into a full-fledged high school and has now graduated into a higher secondary school and has thrown its portals open to students hailing from every walk of life, irrespective of caste, creed, or religion. It's located at Chungam on a hill in Sylvian surroundings beside Meenachil River. The school is functioning far from the din and bustle of the busy town, but easy to access, providing an air of eminence and elegance to the passers-by. In connection with the CSI Synod Ecological Department, our Nature Club started a program, Green School, Green Home. As part of that, we are conserving the natural resources that we have. Today, we are discussing about the strategies that we are followed in our school for the conservation of water and also the methods that the children used in their homes. Our school is 204 years old and also the trees around the campus. The old buildings and the campus are well maintained. While walking inside the campus, we feel a good vibe of nature and tradition. Kerala receives an average annual rainfall of 3000 mm. Yet the state faces several water scarcity between February and mid-May every year. Wells go dry in many places and water becomes unavailable to thousands of people. The situation is expected to persist in the coming years too. It is estimated that Kerala needs 5,823 million cubic meters of water, additionally over the existing resources every year to meet its needs. About 50% of the population in urban areas and 80% in rural areas depend on open wells for the domestic water needs in the state. There are 2 rain harvesting units in our school. It stores the rainwater from our rooftops. It's a great advantage to overcome the drought that we are facing in these times. In our school, our major water resource is the well itself. To overcome the drought condition, we are planning to recharge the well. There are 2 ways to recharge the well. One is channelizing the rainwater from the rooftops to a filtering unit and then allowing it to fall into the well. The other one is to dig rain pits near the well and allow the rainwater in the vicinity fall into the pits. The water will subsequently seep into the well. That is one of the methods that we are following in our school. The second method that we are adopting in our campus is the natural vegetation itself. With God's grace, we have a wide greenery around the campus. Land cover is important in deciding water availability. Vegetation allows percolation and enriches the water table. Recharging groundwater requires 30 to 48% of open space with vegetation. The vegetation makes soil pervious and helps in percolation. The vegetation holds the water filling in the saturated zone first, and the runoff seen in the monsoon is a phenomenon which happens only when both the layers are filled. Proper and scientific locally adaptive water conservation measures assure water security. Steps will be taken to minimize the wastage of fresh water at the domestic level and regulating the supply of fresh water to the industries and other commercial establishments. While walking inside the campus, we can feel a natural biodiversity around the campus. Here we have another well, and it is recharged by the natural pits that we are digging around the well. Around 12 pits in the premises, each with a holding capacity of 10,000 liters. We strongly believe in rainwater harvesting, as schools have a vast catchment area consisting of not only the rooftop but also the huge playground and also collect the runoff water. Timely agriculture and the natural vegetation helps the campus more green at every time. Now, let me move on to the ideas of our students that they are adopted in their homes for conserving water resources. See, here our children Jason and Blessing. They are cleaning the water body near their home. It is useful for them and also for others. The river is filled with the Iconia plant. They initiated cleaning and it helps the people around their house. Don't throw waste materials into the water bodies. The children are the future generation, so aware them about the treasures that we have. Here Parvati Menon sharing her ideas to us. The need of the hour is to educate tomorrow's leaders about water conservation. When children are trained to save and use water economically, they can help to reduce water wastage now and in the future. They will be able to do more number of daily activities with less amount of water. And these good habits will become a way of life for them. Here it is Abiga and Georgie sharing their ideas about the scarcity of water in future. Water scarcity is the lack of freshwater resources to meet the standard water demand. Humanity is facing a water crisis due to unequal distribution, resulting in some very wet and some very dry geographical locations, plus a sharp rise in global freshwater demand in recent decades driven by industry. Water scarcity can also be caused by droughts, lack of rainfall, or pollution. This was listed in 2019 by the World Economic Forum as one of the largest global risks in terms of potential impact over the next decade.
Save water, save life.
The technique for maximizing the water conservation. Plant the right tree in the right place. Selected trees are planted here for our site conditions and growing in space. More drought tolerant with low water needy plants helps the water conservation more easier. Trees in our garden and also in our yards and the slope lands retains the water quality. Then another method is mulching. It is the natural way of conserving water. It will retain the soil moisture and also reduce the watering needs of the plants. Nature Club of our school consists of around 200 members and aims to inculcate in students a love for nature. It promotes organic farming practices and eco-friendly lifestyles, and its main objectives includes awareness programs and the survey of natural resources. We, the staff and students of CMS College Higher Secondary School, took an active role in helping the campus more green by teaming with the teachers, administrators, and parents. Water is vital for all forms of life. Although it provides no calories, no organic nutrients, water plays an important role in our world. It is the centerpiece of all life. So, let's conserve water and water resources. Thank you.